Y'all up? This is Nyota, your adaptability coach and leadership strategist, giving you tips and tricks on being more adaptable in your everyday lives, in your homes, in your careers, in your businesses. You already have these skills already, but we're just going to kind of hone them in a little bit. We are being sponsored by Under Armour Walking App. I miss my Sleep Number bed. And am I really social? I had to run. That car was coming a little quick. So let's get into this conversation this morning. But before we start, join us on our email list. Join the family. There's a link bit.ly T365 family, transition 365, T365, get it? Anywho, I'm asking, okay? Come on. So anyway, let's get into this conversation. So, as you all some of you may know, when I walk on my daily walks, I listen to podcasts. I listen to audiobooks. I talk on the phone. I really try to, sometimes I listen to nothing at all. I really try to make the most of my walking time. So I'm listening to this book called Digital Minimalism by Newport. And you may have heard of Newport before because he also has written a book called Deep Work. I really like that word. I strive to do deep work without these distractions. But it all kind of ties in together. So he's talking about lots of things in this book, but he's talking about social media and the power kind of that social media has over our abilities to really truly connect, and how social media is taking, and I'm going to be bold here, and it's taking away true connectivity. And he gives us, all of this research because he is a researcher. He's a doctor at Georgetown University. But what as I'm listening to this book, it just, some things, how they be like, hit dog will holler. And if it's for you, I'm talking to you, you only feel some kind of way because I'm talking to you. He was talking to me and I was feeling some kind of way about some of these topics. So, one of the things he talked about was, he really got me on this. So he talked about one of the things that I've kind of been talking about with my mom, and that's being more handy. And what does that mean when I say being more handy? Like, I guess there's a time when people knew how to do things, fix your own, tinker things, change out your own light bulbs, that sort of thing. But being able to be more handy, my mom and I have been talking about, my mom used to do ceramics and she was like really, really good at it. And I was asking her, does she want to go back and start doing ceramics again? And she really surprised me because she was like, nah, not really. But I do want to be able to get my hands dirty by spinning clay. You know how you like that whole put it on the spin wheel and then you make like a vase or a pot. And I thought that was so cool because, that's just cool, right? So that's something that we're going to do together. And I also like the idea because Newport also talks about being more social, and that also, so being able to do that together, but social in a way where it's actually human interaction. He talks about being more social, so that gives me an opportunity to actually spend time with my mom, being more handy, and not having social media part of this social interaction. So I thought that was really cool. And he also talks about scheduling your social media time. And when you're scheduling this social media time, you're just not allowing it to just fall up on you, right? You're not allowing it to overtake your time, and you look up and you've been on social media for 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours, when you could be using that time a lot more constructively, right? And I just thought that was super effective, and it makes you, and because it's not so restrictive that you're like, no social media, I'm on a complete social media detox, I'm not doing it. But it treats it more like in chunks that you manage. And then you can go like bananas during that time. Like you're watching Netflix and you're Twittering and Facebooking and Instagramming and, all the things, right? So I thought that was really cool about taking it to actually schedule your social media engagements. I thought that was a pretty good, you talking to me. I hear you, Cal Newport, you talking to Nyota. And the last one, what was the last one? Oh, wait. And then the last one, which I think was actually my first one, and it was about having, and it's kind of like what I do here on my morning walks. It's about having office hours and scheduling a time where someone can actually pick up the phone and connect with you, or use FaceTime and connect with you. So I could easily be like, you know what, you can call me anytime or FaceTime with me anytime after 7 o'clock, right? Because that's a time that I know I'll have that time set aside for you. And I probably wouldn't say FaceTime, because I probably would use that time again for a second walk, because I've been really considering adding a second walk. So that would be an excellent opportunity to add office hours to actually get on the phone, or have a real conversation, or do a how we can just actually see each other. And because in this book he talks about real connection is a phone conversation, it's a FaceTime, and those real that real connection doesn't come in the face of a text message or an email, because it's missing the things that make a conversation real, like your inflection in your voice and the expressions on your face and the smile in your teeth and all of those sort of things. So this book is really it's testifying to me today. And so I just wanted to share that bit of information, and maybe you guys could go out and get it, and maybe you can find something in that book that speaks to you, that is a little bit of a conviction for you. And so join our mailing list. I'll actually add some of these kind of conversations to the mailing list of kind of what I got out of them, and then you can also share with me what you got out of them. And so today it was just really around having office hours and being able to set up time for true connections, true conversations. I really feel like that one is a really good one for me. And scheduling your social media time, blocking that time where you're really, it gives you a time to protect the other areas of your productivity or your rest. And it's not like some continuous conversation going all day. You're actually blocking out your social media time. And then also being able to actually make time to use your hands, be more handy, and use that, also combining the two things of being more handy and being more physically social. And I think I look forward to that one too, because I'm going to be doing that with my mom. I thought that was a good one too. So again, those were some of the things that like convicted me. Maybe there's better words. Nah, that shit was I was convicted, you know, in those in some of those topics. But that is Digital Minimalism by Newport. Pick it up, listen to it, read it, however you like to consume information. Thank you guys for walking with me. Have a great day.